don't know what's happening, but it doesn't appear to be filling up to the shape of the ball.
I know what's happening. And I'm going to tell you after the intro. Yes, how do, dearest viewer, and welcome back to my little corner of the YouTubes, and welcome to another edition of Wacky Wednesday. Thank you very much for joining me. But first, please like, share, subscribe, etc, etc. I'm not going to go through all the rigmarole because you are jolly clever and you know what you are doing. Anyway, coming up in today's video, we've got some personal incredulity from Level Earth Observer speaking in his normal patronising tone, and then we've got a bit of stupidity from Matt Powell. But first, as you saw at the beginning there, that is a bloke called Dill, and he has a YouTube channel called Beyond the Imaginary Dipstick. Now Dill is a bit different because I think he's a genuine flat earther. I think he genuinely believes the earth is flat. So Dill, take it away and prove that the earth is flat by squirting some water onto a busted football.
Right. A wee bit embarrassed about this.
I would be too if you're about to squirt some water on a busted football as evidence that the earth is flat.
But I'm not embarrassed for me, I'm embarrassed for you.
Why are you embarrassed for me? You're the one that thinks the earth is flat. Come on, Dill.
Because I need to go to this length to show you how ridiculous the idea that you live on a spinning ball actually is. Me standing in the pissing rain, get the soaking wet, you make the point. Hope you appreciate this.
Well, Dill, you live in Scotland. Even I know that Scotland has occasional sunny days. So why didn't you wait for a sunny day and then do your poxy experiment?
Hey, found this shape. I've seen it in other videos of the ball earth with the oceans removed. Okay, so let's try this.
Oh, what is it about the sound of running water that makes me want to go and turn my bike round?
I don't know what's happening, but it doesn't appear to be filling up to the shape of the ball.
You can't do that experiment here on Earth because underneath that busted football there is an enormous ball that we all live on. And water is held to that enormous ball by a force called... what's it called?
Gravity, you fucking retard! Gravity! Have you ever heard of fucking gravity? Gravity! Gravity!
It seems to be running off the bottom here. I'll try this.
Oh look, water conforming to the forces acting upon it. Who'd have thunk it?
Look. Again, it's running off the sides. I can't get it to mound up to the shape of the board. I don't know why.
I know why. It's called gravity. And why would it mound up? We don't see that anywhere on this planet. Anywhere.
Should I spin it? Should I spin it?
Aye.
Give it a spin. How about you? Right, let's see. So, it appears that the water seems to be running off the side, finding its own level again. But
No, air pressure is forcing it down. Gravity is pulling it down. And tell me, Dill, it's raining. Why is that rain falling down?
we'll give something else a try, yeah? Should we go for this? Should we go for this here?
running water again.
It would appear that there seems to be more level on this side here. I'm thinking maybe gravity prefers this side to this side.
Huzzah! He believes in gravity.
Or maybe it's just because it's on uneven ground.
Oh, he doesn't believe in gravity, does he? It's just on uneven ground. I was going to say that, Dill.
We'll try this, see what happens. Oh, oh, oh. And now you can see that it tilts it, finds its own level.
No, it is conforming to the forces acting upon it. You have just forced that water to go to the other end of the tray. I can't do this anymore. I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm too ill. Yes, let's leave Dill and his squirty water to it, shall we? And feature Level Earth Observer, a qualified crane driver, psychiatrist, and flat earther. He has released a video called Flat Earth, the Gravity of the Situation, and we're going to take a look at it now. So, take it away, Level Earth Observer.
Say that again.
Take it away, Level Earth Observer.
Atmospheric pressure is contained,
Oh, you meant the rather attractive young lady here.
but not in a container. What contains the atmospheric pressure is gravity.
You gotta love the fact that when she says that, she's got no demonstrable science whatsoever, and yet look at the look on her face.
I've got some demonstrable science. What? There we go.
She hasn't even got any belief in that absurdity herself.
Forgot to mention, you're a qualified mind reader as well.
And of course, we're about to smash that.
Hey, there's no need for misogyny here. Come on. Just because the last time you were inside a woman, you were a fetus.
You're claiming that gravity is so strong that it can hold an atmosphere separate from a vacuum without solid separation.
No, I'm going to use the same patronising tone that you use, if that's okay. Now, let's have a for instance, shall we? A hypothetical. Thank you. Now, I am at the base of Mount Everest. The air pressure at that base is 14.7 psi. Now, as I start my ascent, the pressure decreases. So, the higher I go, the more I will struggle to breathe. Now, please can you answer one or both of these questions? Why, as I start my ascent and keep on climbing, why am I not banging my head on a fucking container? Please answer this question as well if you choose to. Why, when I reach the summit of Mount Everest, I am struggling to breathe without any oxygen? In fact, don't bother. I will explain it for you. Because on this beautiful round Earth that we live on, there is a fucking pressure gradient. So, it's not that hard to under-fucking-stand, is it?
But the problem is, my dear, your gravity's so weak that it can be debunked here on Earth by a gentle breeze.
No. If you go on a Google and type in what is wind, no, it won't have the stuff that's coming out of your mouth. It will explain what wind is. It is air that is moving from high pressure to low pressure. Now, on a flat Earth where gravity doesn't exist, and it is surrounded by an invisible dome that nobody can see, that nobody has even touched, took a sample off, and nobody knows why it's there and who put it there, you can't have a pressure gradient. But here on our beautiful round Earth, we have a pressure gradient.
Oh dear, and this is the best they've got. These people are so confused, so deluded by their own insane cannonball stories that they've lost all grip of reality.
No, there is only one person here that has detached himself from reality, and that is you, Level Earth Observer. Now, can I suggest that you go back to your crane and start picking your nose?
No demonstrable science, just illusions on display here. And of course, when you break it down, this incredible gravity, let me, for the record here, no one denies there's an up or a down and things have direction.
No one's disputing there's an up and down. But please explain to me, why, when I drop an object, it falls down? Where does the direction come from, Level Earth Observer? You can't use density and buoyancy because density is not a force. And you can't use buoyancy either because the formula for buoyancy contains little g, which stands for gravity. Buoyancy needs gravity to work. So please explain to me, demonstrably, why objects fall and why do they fall down? Where does the direction come from?
But you can't have gravity so strong, so hardy, that it can separate an air pressure system from a vacuum without solid separation. But at the same time, closer to Earth where it's stronger, be so weak that it can be debunked by a gentle breeze.
No, as I previously explained, there is a pressure gradient here on Earth, starting at 14.7 psi at sea level and then gradually working its way up to practically zero. Now, if you believe that we live under a fucking dome, please show us some evidence for this instead of your opinion. I don't want your opinion. I want some demonstrable evidence. That will be good. Thank you. Now, I think I should leave Level Earth Observer to it and move on to Matt Powell. Plus, talking in that patronising tone does get rather grating after a while. Anyway, Matt Powell did a tour a few years ago, an absolute world-famous sellout tour, and we're going to have a look at a little snippet of that tour right here, right now. So, Matt Powell, the floor is all yours.
You know, a guy came into my job one time in my office, and he's like, man, I just gotta smoke, man. He's an atheist. I just gotta smoke for my friends.
A smoker and an atheist?
I'm like, why? I'm like, do you like to smoke? He's like, no, but I gotta do it. There's so much peer pressure.
Well, I stand corrected. It wasn't a sellout tour, was it? And your little cult following there looks a bit bored.
Look, why don't I just start a peer group where we don't smoke and where we live for God?
You know, you can smoke and live for God at the same time. I mean, I read the Bible when I was younger, and even back then I don't remember seeing a passage where it says, you shall not smoke.
That's what I want. They say, well, why are you speaking these truths so blatantly and straightforward? Because I want people to know what the truth is.
Then why do you tell lies like evolutionary theory teaches that dinosaurs farted themselves into extinction? Why do you tell such blatant lies?
So there are no missing links. And Stephen Gould, who's one of the top paleontologists in the world, said, and I quote, he said, there are no missing links. The whole chain's missing. So when they say, well, what do the scientists say, Mr. Powell? There's what the scientists actually say.
What were you just saying about truth? I have the actual quote by Stephen Jay Gould, and here it is. It is infuriating to be quoted again and again by creationists, whether through design or stupidity, I do not know, as admitting that the fossil record includes no transitional forms. Transitional forms are generally lacking at the species level, but are abundant between larger groups. The evolution from reptiles to mammals is well documented.
Science is on our side. The Bible's on our side.
Science is most certainly not on the side of the young Earth creationist, because the young Earth creationist cannot provide a single piece of scientific evidence for any of their claims whatsoever. Absolutely none. That's even more stupid than I can handle right now. I'm not feeling too well at all, so Please forgive me. I've had to cut out a load of coughing and all the rest of it. That's why it's going dark. That's why my face is so red. It's taken me an absolute age to do this video. But thank you so much for sticking around and watching it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's a couple of flat earthers and a young earth creationist quite happily and comprehensively debunked there. So, like I said before, thank you so much for joining me. Please join me on the next one. The Sunday Stupid, all being well, and me being well, I'll be there at 9 PM on Sunday. So, please like, share, subscribe, etc. Please stick around to the end of the video for more links to my channel and subscription, playlists, etc, etc. And for now, as we say in Bolton, toodle pip.